So it seems that Hollywood is finally caving in. Expectations versus reality, right? So throughout the years of making movies, we've had these expectations versus reality. We have the Power Rangers as a good example, right? So we were expecting Power Rangers to be this bright, colorful group, but they turned out to be these emo-loving, dark characters. We expected Sonic to look like his character, but no, his character was just changed. So we have expectations versus reality. So now Hollywood is going back and they're going to revamp and recreate Sonic just for the fans. And that's something that's awesome. Finally. Although some people argue that, hey, this is actually going against creators' creativity. Shouldn't there be a fine line between creativity and like what the fans want? Ryan Johnson was told over and over on The Last Jedi, hey, think about the fans. And he was constantly saying, no, so what Hollywood needs to understand that there is a fine line that you should give to creators creativity, but you also should at least give the fans what they want. You should give us what we want. You should give us the Sonic that we want. You should give us the Power Rangers that we want. You should give us the Batman that we want. So I understand there is such thing as creativity. We should have that, and that's amazing. But still, you should cater to the audience that gives you money. You should cater to the audience that actually loves these characters. We go to the movies and read books because we love these characters. And when you change everything about that character, especially looks and the way they act on screen, such as Batman blowing people away every single movie, like, the only 3 movies I know where Batman doesn't kill is the Nolan films. And every other movie, Batman basically kills. He's killed in every single movie. Batman doesn't kill. Expectations versus reality. I want to see the Batman on screen. I want to see the Power Rangers be these teenagers with attitude, not these emo teenagers that don't give a fuck. I want to see Sonic the Hedgehog, the wise-cracking hedgehog that says these witty one-liners, not this hedgehog that gives these stupid one-liners that, oh, look, is there a child in that? So I meant, that is Sonic in a way, but they could at least write that a little better. But of course, the subject we're on is, can Sonic just look better on screen than he does? And that's what they're doing right now. We want to see the real humble Superman. We don't want to see an emo Superman. We want to see the Batman that has a moral code of not killing. We want to see Sonic the Hedgehog and the way he looks in his witty one-liners. We want to see teenagers with attitude, but that are not emo. You know? Dark doesn't always mean cool. I don't know why these creators think that, hey, dark means edgy and people love that. Yeah, we love that, but it really depends on the character. If you're making Batman, don't make him kill. If you're making Superman, he's not emo. But if you're making a character like the Punisher, who goes out and kills a bunch of people, because he's kind of a mass murderer in a way like that, then yeah, make him that. If you're making Deadpool, who has no problem killing, but he's also kind of fucked up in the head, then make him that way. Stop changing characters who they are. And finally, Hollywood is giving in. But I think it's a little too late on some mediums, like Star Wars. It's a little too late. It's a little too late because of what they did in The Last Jedi. It's a little too late because they changed everything about the Jedi. Ryan Johnson kept saying in his movie, hey, we should change the norm, like let the past go. That was a constant message throughout the movie. But that's what made Star Wars great in the first place. By changing that one little subtlety, you also change the entire genre. You also change the entire story that makes people not like that story anymore. But hey, whatever. That's just me. I'm just a fan. And I'm telling you, look at the way the Marvel films are. Marvel films kept the same characters, the same, with only a little changes, right? What do I mean by little changes? Example, most comic book characters really don't have a beginning, middle, and end. And in Avengers Endgame, we got to see the ending of Iron Man and Captain America, which hasn't really been done in the comics, except for the fact that Captain America was also assassinated in the comics. But still, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they actually gave characters a beginning, middle, and end. They actually gave them the same looks. They didn't change their looks that much drastically. The only character they really changed was Hawkeye. And that's a little forgivable because, no one really gives a shit about Hawkeye that much. But they didn't change it too much. Marvel should be an example for all of Hollywood. If you're going to change a character, make little subtle changes. Don't make drastic looks on changes. If you're going to change a character in its backstory, make little changes. Don't change everything about that character. So if Marvel Comics can do it right and make billions of dollars, think about it. Marvel Comics made billions and billions of dollars. And they kept the characters genuinely the same. Look at Justice League. Justice League changed the characters so much and made them so fucking emo. Yes, DC Comics, they're really dark in the comics. But some of these characters, they're not as dark as they're portraying to be. Superman is not a dark character. He's a humble guy. Aquaman is the king of Atlantis. Wonder Woman is an Amazon princess who likes to beat the shit out of people. And Batman is the world's greatest detective that obviously goes after psychopaths. So there's that. But then you got Marvel. Marvel characters, they're more kid-friendly. Marvel characters are not as dark. Marvel characters like to protect the innocent. They're the Avengers. That's what they do. But luckily, if they go ahead and change Sonic the Hedgehog, then maybe, just maybe, we'll finally get some changes that we need. Guys, this is Mr. Lion. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to comment below which characters do you think exceeded your expectations on screen, or which characters on screen disappointed you when they were portrayed. So anyways, guys, I'll see you later. Peace out. Don't forget to subscribe.